What's up everybody? Welcome back to another makeup video. Hey! So today's video is going to be one that I had a family member who was obsessed with this person, and honestly, like over the years I've become more and more obsessed. And the video look that we are going to do today is going to be from Cher's Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves. It is her performance that she did. I don't really know where it was, but it looks like this. And I have a black wig that I am going to attempt to put on, but I don't put on wigs usually, so it might look like trash, but we'll see. But this wig is kind of a combination of this style as opposed to this style. So, you know, we'll kind of work with it, but this look in general, it is super duper good. It's super cute. You can wear it really any day, any other day, whatever you like. It's simplistic enough to make a statement while also like giving a sense of pizzazz. Cher is the queen of that. Ugh, she has so many looks that I want to recreate and I am just pumped. I'd like to create costumes eventually as well, but you know, you can only do so much. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the first step, as I always will do, is priming my eyelids. Lately, I have been really bad with doing my face first and then doing my eyes. So I like to now do my eyes first so that way I can kind of shape around from there. I know it sounds kind of weird to say, but it is what it is. So prime your eyelids first. So after priming your eyelids, this look in particular is a very blue, very shimmery kind of a color. Blue is a very dangerous color, I tend to find. So you gotta be very careful with it. So first step after we prime our eyelids is we are going to go in with the Crown 35 in Neutral Shades eye palette. What you will basically need, which you can get from most palettes, in particular probably Jeffree Star's cremated palette, is this like grayish tone that is here on the side. And we're basically going to blend that out and put that into our crease line. So as I blend this gray tone into my eyelid, I want to give you guys a few quick facts about Cher herself. So from my readings, it seems as though Cher had a few different names that she actually went by before she stuck with her iconic name of Cher. She was originally born May 20th in 1946, and she was born with the name Sherilyn. Her last name is Sarkisian? I don't even know. All I know is that I love Kim Kardashian and she loves Cher, and they are both Armenian. So please forgive me if I am mispronouncing that last name. I am familiar with like Greek last names and how to pronounce those, but anything else sometimes I have a tough time with. When you're blending out the gray also, you don't want to make it super duper dark. It's more just kind of like a simplistic base that you want to go with. And then from there, we're gonna go over it with a blue tone. Okay. Next, we're gonna go in with the James Charles palette, and we're gonna go in with this deep blue shade and kind of do the same thing. Another fun fact that I found out was that when she released her first project, she didn't go by Sherilyn, she didn't go by Cher. She actually went by Bonnie Jo Mason. I thought that was pretty interesting. It's a very like crafty name, and honestly, like, it seems very fitting. I don't know, like, I could see her as a Bonnie Jo Mason. But obviously that didn't work out. You know, the single was a flop per se, and you know, she moved on to bigger and other things. From there, she kind of created her duo group with Sonny, and actually didn't go by Sonny and Cher yet. She went by Cleo and Caesar, or Caesar and Cleo. That I don't see a ring. Bonnie Jo Mason is cute. I like Bonnie Jo Mason. But the other name, I don't really know about that one, if I'm honest. And then of course, she ended up going with Cher, and then Sonny and Cher became a thing, and then, you know, the rest is basically history. So from here, we're actually going to create a more blue tone in the middle. We're gonna take that same blue color and kind of drag it down. Another fun fact that I saw is during her peak, whenever they had the Sonny and Cher show, they released a doll version of Cher, and it actually ended up peaking sales and surpassing Barbie that year. So you can just imagine how big Sonny and Cher became, and then of course just Cher in general became. Pretty crazy. Especially back then, like Barbie was a big deal. Barbie was definitely a big deal. All right, so from here we are going to honestly just cake up the silver, because the silver is what she's got on and what she needs. Would you believe it if I told you I don't have a true silver on me right now? What the hell? So now we're gonna go in with the B&H Foil Eyes 28 color eyeshadow palette. And we are going to just add that not only to this above part, but also onto the lid itself. So another thing that I saw was in 1988, she released Believe, which I'm sure you guys all have heard. If you believe in love. Something like that. I can't really, that's not my tone. But she released Believe, and when she released Believe, it actually had a lot of auto-tune in it. And that was not something that was common, and she is actually known to be one of those people who pioneered the auto-tune. I guess, I don't know how you would say it, revelation, auto-tune, like revolution. A lot of people didn't really like it, and they weren't really happy that, you know, someone was auto-tuning, and it was very controversial. But it ended up being a major, major success. So, you know, I'm sure she wasn't mad. Speaking of Believe though, Believe actually ended up taking the #1 spot, and she got #1 at the age of 52. Can you imagine that? Like, who gets #1 at 52 nowadays? I don't really know of anybody who, I mean, maybe I guess Old Town Road would count, but like, it's really Lil Nas X's song. It's not really Billy Ray Cyrus's song. I mean, I guess kind of it is, but not really. It also ended up marking at the time the longest gap between #1 singles for an artist. She had nearly had her last single that went #1 25 years prior. So you can imagine that was a pretty big accomplishment to have. Like being in her 50s and making that. That's freaking, I don't know. I can't even picture that. Who would do that nowadays? So from here we are going to jump in and just do our foundation. Use whatever foundation you desire. My go-to is the Covergirl Matte Foundation. I've been using this literally for like 5 to 10 years. The colors end up working for me, and then honestly, like, it doesn't give me rashes. I recently tried another version of this. It was Covergirl as well. And I ended up breaking out really crazily, and I was like, what the heck is wrong with me? Like, am I sick? Like, what am I doing differently in my diet routine? I was very unsure. And as soon as I purchased the new version of this, as opposed to like the other kind that I had gotten, all the acne had gone away. So I was like, okay, that's crazy. But I'm definitely interested in trying more. It's just this is the only one that I feel comfortable enough to do, you know? So I'm gonna put this on real quick and I will return. So now that my foundation is on, I'm going to do a light highlight with the liquid highlighter. I don't think it needs much contour. This is a heavily blushed look. So let's jump in with highlight. So when it comes to Cher, my experience with Cher growing up isn't crazy. I will say that. My brother's godmother, may she rest in peace, beautiful woman, she actually really loved her. So I just remember her having CDs all over the place of Cher's and just always playing it. And so I wasn't one who ever really gravitated to her voice, honestly, up until I got older. Sometimes it takes time, so just bear with me. But yeah, as a kid, it wasn't really a voice that resonated very much with me. But it was, you know, style-wise, I always respected her. From here, we're going to basically just set everything in place. I'm going to use my Kylie translucent powder and just put that all over my face. From here, let's jump in and finish up our eyes. As you can see, I kind of did cut off this eye a little bit, so I'm going to run in and fix that real quick. So as I sit and examine her under eyes, it looks like she has a little bit of blue as well as a little bit of silver. So we're going to go back in with that same tone that we used, and we are just going to put that on the under eye, but not crazy heavy. So after doing that, we're going to go back underneath as well with the shimmer, and we're going to apply that primarily to the middle of our eyelids, and then from there add it to the center. And then to wrap up with the eyes, I am going to put on some mascara as well as some false eyelashes. I'm never that good with putting them on the bottoms, but I am going to attempt it. This is a very piecey look. For my falsies of choice, I'm going to use these individual ones and just kind of add about 3 on the top and maybe 2 on the bottom. When it comes to applying these mini lashes, I do find it to be a lot easier to apply with tweezers just because they're so small. Whew. While I let these kind of do their thing and dry, we are going to go ahead and jump in and add some highlight to our cheeks, just a little bit. I am going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the tone Riviera. It is a color that I've literally used for years, and it is just my like go-to. On my skin tone, I feel like it looks bomb, so I stick with it. So when we look at blushes for this particular look, she has a very bright pink, almost corally tone. So I'm gonna go in with this tone that's here in the corner and just briefly put that all over my cheeks. I can already tell that's gonna be too much. Beautiful, love it. And then as far as eyebrows are concerned, I have thick ones and I'm not about to go and shave them off for the sake of videos. I know people are dedicated in this industry and do that. Kudos to you, I am not. So I'm just gonna go in quickly and fill them in. Last but not least, we are going to jump into our lips. So today, I feel like the best lip choice that you can make is any sort of lip gloss that has a slight pigmentation in it. Today, I'm gonna go in with Blaze from House Laboratories. It does have a little bit more of a deep tone. I have Venus, and Venus I feel like could fit a little bit better. However, I could not find Venus, so we're gonna do with this, but honestly, looking at it, this actually works pretty well. Obsessed. So now that this basically sums up the makeup look, I'm gonna attempt to put this wig on. I will be right back. I'm not gonna lie, I think I just scared my dog. She's like, who is this girl? Okay. One thing I hate about wigs is like, I have curly hair, so my hair never really moves. But when I put on a wig, it moves. And I'm like, ew, why is this in my face? You know, that's how I'm feeling right now. All right, and that completes the look. Like I said, this is not the hair that she has in this video, but it is similar to a lot of her hairstyles that she does. So I will likely be using this wig a lot more for her looks, especially some of the other ones that I saw that are just, But this basically is my Cher inspired look. From Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves, oh my God, it's in my eye. From Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm always going to be coming back with more because honestly, this is just fun and I like to play dress up every now and then. And you know, hopefully we reach a point, guys, where, oh, my eye. Hopefully we reach a point, guys. Oh my God, I swear I cannot see. Hopefully we reach a point, guys, where I can show you guys different outfits to wear with this. In the meantime, I did find some earrings that were similar to this look. I'm not wearing them, but I'll link those down below. I did find them on Etsy and I was like, this is pretty cute. So if you are looking to do this look for like Halloween or something, check out these earrings and then you can try and hand make the outfit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching and we'll be back again soon with another makeup video from a music video. Hopefully you can't see my edges. Y'all have a good one. Thank you guys.